Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 20th episode of Shokugeki no Souma, or Food Wars, Season 3 specifically. I feel like I forgot to say that part. But so this episode is the one after the previous one. In the previous one, we had a bit of a Team Shokugeki concept to be introduced, because that seems to be the best way to take on the anime is this way. However, you know, the teamwork is not going super smoothly just yet, but as a general rule, the power of friendship and teamwork will triumph over evil, and, you know, our enemy may have numbers and can work together, but they don't have that the magical friendship aspect. So our team will obviously be better than their team in the long run, but we do have to kind of do some team building exercises and stuff probably to get to that point. We were doing something where we couldn't talk to each other. We just had to cook, and some people were doing well at that, and some people weren't. That's kind of where we left off. So let's get into it and just see where we go from here. So 3, 2, 1, play. The third plate. Yeah, they were the team that worked together properly. And then there's this one. Of course, it says Team Saiba. I think of the Saibamen from Dragon Ball. But we saw a little bit of it last episode, but it was not going well. Some people were really not following rules at all and talking to each other. I love snow, so just really like that part of the opening. And I do quite like the song as well. It's really grown on me more and more as I've listened to it. I don't think Food Wars has ever had a bad opening, but some do take longer than others. They grow on me. Man, Kobayashi's outfit really is something, isn't it? Unlike Erin's that doesn't show nearly enough skin. I don't think she understands that with attractive females, less is more when it comes to battle armor. Erina's diligent studies. Erina focus episode? Finally back to the train. Well, this train. I forgot about the cat girl. Very cute. That look on her face when he took her phone. I don't think she liked that. That would be that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Of course not. Oh damn. This is great. Everyone picking on him. Get wrecked. I don't like Uazan, so I have no pity for you. That phone did nothing wrong. Oh. I love that brief panchita there. That was great. Very well executed. I kind of want to replay that. Impressive, huh? Guess we'll see. Don't ask me. I'm not a professionally trained cook. Or any kind of cook, really. The microwave is my most used cooking dish, so. I remember that. I can tell. uh, I wasn't expecting some Takumi flashbacks. A fiery resolution. This man is crazy. Does look pretty good. Just completely still during that whole thing. I don't know, why don't you ask him? Almost an obsession, but not quite, so it's okay. It's still a kitchen, indeed. Aaron does watch him and want to impress her. Oh, that's a cool shot. They look like they're ready for business. Oof. That does sound pretty good. I do love my cheese. You don't like crepes? My anime girls loved crepes. Don't question it, just enjoy. Yeah, for around that focuses on being able to communicate without talking. You probably don't want to get too fancy or artsy or crazy or unique. Come on, Souma, don't do that. Yeah, you just gotta have to just stop trying. As long as they understand it, I guess it's fine. Gotta rack that brain. Yeah, you lived in that insane place, so you should know. I suppose. Yeah, you would never cook this way. Definitely not. Okay, she wants to be taken for a ride. Don't ask me twice. I guess that was the right thing to do. Yeah, this is a bit of a departure, isn't it? But you never looked more cool. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't the title for the episode, so she's got to grow a little bit. She looks really happy there. It was a nice face. Was there a bending over there? I'm not complaining, but I wonder why if she was. Does that looks like a fine dish there, Dojima? That looks pretty good too. That's the fun of it. Making me look a little bit nervous, understandably. Oh? Really? That's a bit of a surprise. Is that gonna work? But I mean, they made it, so wouldn't that be a bit of a bias? So I guess it's fine. But man, does that look good. Even some slight sparkles. Nice bulkiness. Oof. Nothing more to do but dig in. Cued meat. It's the best kind of meat. That sounds amazing. Got my screenshot button ready. We're gonna go full foodgasm. Yes, we are. Okay. I kind of wish the positions were reversed there, but that's still good. Okay. That's... Yes, I agree. I haven't tasted it, but I agree. Who won? That's the question. So I wonder how they get their clothes back on so quickly. And all fixed. Okay, I guess we have a tie. Not sure how you would judge this. Of course. Oof. Espanol. It does make it look a little bit weird. I guess interesting is a better word for it. Looking good there, Megami. Can you wear them more often? This is such a weird discussion. They're like arguing over whose dish is best, but like kind of the opposite of what you would think. It's so weird. I'm sure it was amazing. The whole thing just inside of a crepe. Okay. Uh, I could get behind that outfit on right now as well. Such a weird discussion. Nico Nico Ni. uh, uh, but I think I'm starting to see the point of the exercise a bit better now. They don't even know what to... Uh, yeah, that's what I picked up on. That's great. Yeah, it's a draw at the end of the day, which is probably the best result, honestly. Much fun was had. Indeed. Very different family dynamic from Erina and her father. Yeah, exactly. Learn to be selfish. I mean, I think she already knows about that, but not in regards to certain contexts, I guess. Could you look any more self-important? So, how are you two holding up? Not a very good atmosphere, seems like. Probably hiding behind a tree somewhere. Oh, okay. Just skiing down. Why not? That was sillier than I expected from him. And Kobayashi shaking like a leaf back there. Are we really gonna cook here? Or, I mean, how? I guess she's not good with the cold. Come here, Kobayashi, I'll warm you up. Hold you close. He does not have good feelings about you right now. People are making fun of him. So his hatred for you is like a maximum now. Okay. Well, of course. No surprise there. Those are the conditions. He agreed to them. But yeah, I don't blame Kobayashi for being cold with that tiny skirt. Wow. Arena looks so good, doesn't she? That's our goal. Well, that's not gonna happen. I mean, there's no way that's gonna be the end result. We might get a tie, but there's no way we'd ever have that result happen. There's just way too much at stake for there to be actual loss for the good guys. Ooh, good in handbooks. Makes sense. You just had to show Yuki's. Oh, that's uncalled for. That's not cool. That poor bear suddenly got a bunch of stuff shoved into him. That's so sad. It's okay. Yosh, yosh. I don't think you're actually a samurai, though. Yeah, I don't think you get to choose that. Yeah, I get it, but it's just stupid. Didn't even think about that. Well, this is supposed to be a character development episode for her, so she might speak up here. Like, throw a rock at him. Come on, right now, you can do this. Tell him off. I guess she needs to have a lot of deep breaths before she can do this. Serious doki doki. That's actually a good. That's actually, yeah. That's one way to deal with it. Okay. Good job, Arena. I'm so proud of you. Well, she's gonna get it back anyway, because she's now with the good guys. Oh. Well, that's worrying. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna lose this. Well, now Arena has a big stake in this. Yeah, next episode, I guess we'll begin. Oh, oh, she's steaming and it's so adorable. She did take a lot of deep breaths, so. Oh, I love you, Arena. I know, right? She's wonderful. I heard the sound of something disconnecting from my PC. Hopefully it was nothing important. Oh, you too. Uh-huh. This is a good episode for Arena. I think she did. Are we gonna step in our own stuff, the bear? Oh, we're just gonna give it to her. Okay, I would feel safe with that. Of course, I would leave a lot of things in her hand, if you know what I mean. Maybe your mouth. She does have that god tongue after all. You know, god tongue would be a great nickname for a lesbian character. Just gonna put that out there. Whew, but yeah, we pretty much fully set the stage for our battle with this episode. Arena's just sparkling so much, which is very fitting for how this episode went. Running towards that star. Or the triangle, I guess. The Pioneer of the Wastelands. That's an interesting nickname. So, that was the 20th episode of the 3rd season of Food Wars. And this episode, it was pretty much, well, part of it was about just the overall teamwork building. Each of their team finished their dish and they ate each other's dish to judge it, which I didn't really get that at first. I thought, like, isn't there kind of a bias there? Like, of course they're not going to say their opponent's dish is better than theirs. That was my very first thought, but then they both chose the enemy's dish as being better. And at that point, I had almost figured out the overall point here, but it wasn't quite there yet. But then we had this whole thing about them arguing with each other, like, no, your dish is better. No, your dish is better because of this reason. No, 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 yours is obviously better because of all this. Yeah, the back and forth, and it was just such a weird scene. It was like, just, I don't know how to describe it, but it was just so opposite of what you would expect that it was really just very weird. But after enough of that, I started to figure it out that, yeah, if we're going to be working as a team, we really need to have a feel for each other's strengths and weaknesses and have a respect for their abilities, and just a lot of that sort of thing we gotta have to build up, And of course, not just what their opponent can do, but also themselves. Also kind of, because obviously the opponent talks about their food, just as they talk about theirs. So it's just all around team building, basically. So, but Erina specifically had a lot of, individual development here because, because this was the big thing of the episode. She obviously has been very much molded, is a good way to put it, brainwashed by her father. And as a result, she was kind of put into this, like, shell of what a good cook should be, and she's been in that for most of the show, really. And this episode is when, it's been starting to crack for a while, but in this episode it started to crack a lot more, to the point of where it's actually kind of shattered, because I think it was a very deliberate choice to put her in the same group as Souma and his father, because they're such crazy out-of-the-box cook, chefs. So that really gave Erina a chance to really leave that shell, because she was put in a position where she kind of had to, because it was such an unorthodox way of cooking. So she had to kind of respond to that. It kind of went outside of her usual elements there, and that's where it started. That's where this whole Erina development really started, and it kind of finished off with how she confronted her father, which was great to see. Because he tried to pull some nonsense about, hey, you're still technically a member of the Elite 10, and obviously this is a match against the current Elite 10 and these rebels, so clearly you'd be on ours, right? And the worst thing about that is I can't really argue with that logic. That's what's the worst thing about it, is that the logic is sound, so I can't really say anything specific. But Erina's really smart, so she found a way around this. Now, before she confronted the father, she took a deep breath, which was like supposed to be an indication that she had something really big and important to say. And Souma picked up on that, I picked up on that. And I was expecting her to just, like, go at it, like, right after one breath, but no. She took multiple breaths. She just kept doing more and more deep breaths. It was honestly a lot funnier than it probably should have been. But I don't know, it was funny because, yeah, this is a big moment for her, so she had to really make sure she was prepared. And she did it. She said, hey, father, I respect your opinion on this matter, but I am not going to fight for you. I'm not going to fight for Central. I am not on your side in any emotional, mental way. I am with these guys, so if you say I have to be on your side because of my current seat, then I get rid of my current seat. So it's kind of a simple solution to the problem, but it works. It's obviously given up a lot, but if they do win, then she would get the seat back, theoretically, right? If the rebels win. And let's be honest here, they're not going to lose. Like, there's just way too much at stake here for them to actually lose, which is one of the downsides to having a lot at stake. It's like in any kind of, I don't know, superhero movie or whatever. If the hero losing means the earth blows up, the hero's not going to lose. It's kind of like that. There's just so much at stake, our guys are not going to actually straight up lose. There might be some sort of, they might be interrupted halfway through and they make some sort of weird compromise. That's a possibility. Or there's a draw and they have some compromise from that. But they're not going to straight up lose. That's just not going to happen. I would be beyond shocked if they did lose this battle. But clearly, yeah, he's making a big deal out of it, because he really wants to show the world how he crushed any opposition to his new world order. But yeah, I loved all the Erina stuff this episode. Just a lot of cool poses and blushes and stuff she did. I always enjoy that good stuff. Like this one line, I will be enthroned as the first seed of the Elite 10, when she was just like had her pose. But yeah, I guess I didn't really read that line the first time because of what I said before about speculating about how she would get a seat. But yeah, she straight up said, I want the first seat of the Elite 10. I was just too focused on her pose to read the line clearly. I will be victorious in this battle to become the true queen of fine dining. I read that line. I read that line. I guess just missed the first one. You are all our loyal attendants of the queen. Man, she really did just go off on him, didn't she? She's great. I didn't particularly like her when we first saw her in the very beginning of the show, but man, has she come a long way. Character development wise, likability wise, I do quite enjoy her now. Like, I always liked her a little bit because of how beautiful she was, but you know, it was covered in a layer of being a bitch. But at this point, yeah, she's pretty great. Obviously, she's still a little bit, you know, haughty and stuff, but still, that's not a bad thing. She's still great. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say on it, aside from getting into specifics on the dishes, which I can't really do because I'm not a cook. But the dishes were fine, I guess. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention that the Aizen, whatever his name is, when they were mocking him for losing against Souma way back in the day, that was hilarious. I love that a lot. Obviously, I hate that character, one of my least favorite characters in the show. So to see him just get wrecked like that was pretty great. And like I said, that one brief panic shot from the one girl in that scene was good too. It was subtle, but it was very nicely executed. Which are kind of the best kind, you know? Anyway, yeah, basically, yeah, great arena development, great arena stuff in general. Some great arena cuteness. I like the episode. And it pretty much perfectly set up for next episode. The actual battle should begin next episode, I would imagine. So hopefully things go well there. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.